team as well as the Wellness Center to kind of form us into the official Spelman Jaguars lacrosse team. This was like super exciting news to hear because it meant that we were actually going to be able to use the Spelman name, but also be able to rep the school that we go to and rep the Jaguar that we love. After Spelman, I will be going to the University of California, Los Angeles to pursue a Master of Urban and Regional Planning. Being surrounded by so many driven, successful, ambitious, kind, and diverse Black women has definitely just changed my own image of myself and has allowed me to kind of embrace that choice that we all make, the choice to change the world.
Days after NSO, I ran my first election. And from then on, it's been election after election, opportunity after opportunity. I served as an advanced associate primarily under Vice President Kamala Harris, but then was onboarded with other principals like First Lady Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff as well. This year, I'm serving on the 83rd Student Government Association Administration. As president, we have been able to lead exciting civic engagement initiatives and really reflect the Spelman sisterhood from a more niche end of advocacy. I'm taking a gap year, which is so different for me because I am a girl on the move. Like, I want to go, go, go. Jobs need to be in line. I need to travel, but I'm taking a gap year. I'm studying for the LSAT. I'm applying to law school. I have to get on some midterm election campaign and get back to the Hill for some policy experience this summer. Spelman is the only place that will give a Black woman all of the things they need to win and to want more. I don't know of another institution that can do that type of work and do it seamlessly.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for gracing us with your melodious sounds. And many of you may not know that this, but for Dr. Johnson, has dedicated more than 70 years to the Spelman community. You may be seated. Good afternoon. I am Pamela E. Scott Johnson, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs of Spelman College and a proud member of the class of 1982. Joining me on the podium is our platform party, which includes our faculty marshals, members of our Board of Trustees, Spelman's senior leadership, faculty and staff, student body representatives, our valedictorians, our honored guest, Ms. Taraji P. Henson. I'm going to ask that our platform party collectively stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of the Spelman community and President Brewer, I am honored to officially welcome you to the 138th Spelman College Commencement. Yes. As a premier institution of higher education for Black women, we are proud to celebrate the class of 2025. This class includes 446 Bachelor of Arts degrees and 248 Bachelors of Science degrees and 4 valedictorians. Our students, their families and friends, as well as our faculty, staff, and administration have been waiting for this day, and it's finally here. Congratulations on reaching this momentous milestone. The program will now proceed with an invocation from the Reverend Dr. Nichelle Guidry.
This is the day that God has made. We're rejoicing and we are glad in it. Please join me in a word of prayer. Dear God, indeed, this is the day that you have made and we are glad in it. This is the day for many of us that we have prayed and we are glad in it. Your word says that you started a good work in us and that you would see it through to completion. And today we celebrate, oh God, that you have indeed brought it to completion. Because of your faithfulness, your presence, your power, and your love, these Spelman women have completed their assignment. And so as we stand today at the threshold between what was and what shall be, we simply come to say thank you for the village, for the journey, for the lessons, for the wisdom. And we are grateful that your presence is already in this place. The same presence that brought us, healed us, strengthened us, and sustained us thus far. As we look back over these years, you have been there. And so, God, today, we invite you to rest, rule, and abide in this place. In the end, God, and certainly in the process, we will give your name the glory, the honor, and the praise. It is in your mighty and matchless name we pray. Let all who are gathered now say, amen.
Thank you, Reverend Guidry, for that moving prayer. It is now my privilege to invite to the podium President of Spelman College. Class of 1984 alumna, Rosalind Roz Brewer.
Thank you, Provost Scott Johnson. Please join me once again in congratulating the class of 2025, the largest graduating class in Spelman's history. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this afternoon. I'd first like to acknowledge Spelman College's Board of Trustees for their commitment and dedication to the college and the strategic leadership they continue to provide. The members of the board here with us today stood as members of the platform party. I want to thank them for ensuring Spelman remains a remarkable institution. Join me in a round of applause for the Spelman College Board of Trustees. None of these young women would be seated here today without the hard work and dedication of the Spelman College faculty. Their commitment to the education of our students and the overall success of the college provides the foundation for all that our graduates have accomplished at Spelman, and the foundation for the great strides they will make in the future. Will all faculty who are present please stand? I want to also acknowledge Spelman College's staff, whose commitment and dedication is a cornerstone of our students and of their learning experiences. Will the staff and administrators present in this room please stand so we may thank you? And of course, the class of 2025 would not be here today without the support of their family and friends, their parents, their grandparents, their brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their uncles, and other loved ones. Class of 2025, please stand and share your heartfelt appreciation to all your family members and your friends who have helped you achieve your goal of graduating from Spelman College. Spelman alumni are integral to the life of the college. Today, we have in our midst women who are celebrating having graduated from Spelman 50 years ago. They are members of the Golden Girl class of 1975. Please stand so that we may honor you. Beautiful. We also want to acknowledge women who graduated in celebrating their 55th to their 70th year since graduation, and they are also part of the Golden Girls. These alumni are known as the Diamond Daughters, my apologies, and thank you very much. The classes that have been here 55th year or their 70th year since graduation, congratulations to the Diamond Daughters. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge our graduates who are currently serving and will be serving in the U.S. military. This year, we have a Spelmanite, Ebony Hemming, who was recently commissioned as an officer through our ROTC program. We also have one student, Rabia Hubert, who couldn't participate in commencement last year because she was actively serving in the U.S. Air Force. Rabia is back today to partake in this special moment. Could you please both stand and be recognized? Thank you for your dedication and your service to our country. The class of 2025, you have persevered through unprecedented times. Today, we are all filled with pride as we celebrate you for your hard work, your strength, and your numerous accomplishments. It is also a day on which we pay tribute to the love and generosity of those who have supported you throughout your Spelman journey, now culminating in this long-awaited moment of achievement. Parents, family members, and friends, it was only a few short years ago that these intelligent, driven, enthusiastic women logged in for a virtual new student orientation and started their first classes as Spelmanites. We are thrilled when we could welcome them through the gates to begin their on-campus journey. Throughout your matriculation at Spelman, you found community among your sisters through late-night study sessions, meals in the dining hall, many convocations, and engaging with your AU Center peers. Whether you participated in Spelman's prestigious study abroad program, academic research, internships, you have made your mark. As you embark on your next journey, carry with you the lessons and the memories that have been instilled in you, and continue to pursue excellence in all your endeavors. We send you out into the world confident that you have been cultivated with the ideals, the education, the persistence, and the passion to be the innovators and the global change agents that the world needs. And now, I would like to introduce our speaker for this afternoon. Authentic, soul-stirring, poignant, fierce, and humble. Taraji P. Henson's Her extraordinary career has been marked by unparalleled artistic achievement, astute entrepreneurial vision, and profound social advocacy, and it aligns perfectly with the core tenets of Spelman College. Intellectual rigor, creative expression, and commitment to positive change. Her impact on the American cinema and television landscape is undeniable. Her performances are not merely portrayals, they are transformative experiences. From her early work in Baby Boy, yes, which captured the complexities of urban life, to her Academy Award-nominated performance in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. She has consistently demonstrated a rare ability to channel her characters with humility, humanity, depth, and unwavering authenticity. Thank you. Her portrayal of Cookie Lyon in Empire transcended the boundaries of entertainment, becoming a cultural phenomenon that resonated deeply with audiences worldwide. Beyond her fictional portrayals, Ms. Henson has illuminated crucial historical figures, ensuring their stories are never forgotten. Her powerful depictions of Katherine Johnson in Hidden Figures and Anne Atwater in The Best of Enemies both brought to life the resilience and brilliance of Black women who defied societal limitations. In embodying these figures, she honored their legacies and provided vital representation, inspiring generations to come. These performances are more than acting. They are acts of historical preservation and cultural elevation. Her commitment to shaping the narratives of our time extend way beyond her acting roles. As a producer, her work demonstrates a keen understanding of the industry's power and a dedication to amplifying diverse voices. While her entrepreneurial endeavors reflect her astute business acumen and her deep understanding of the power of brand building. The Hair Care line, TPH by Taraji Henson, manifests love, vision, and commitment that celebrates Black beauty in its many forms. Oh, and let's not forget that in her spare time, she has also become a #1 New York Times best-selling author. And if that's not enough, Ms. Henson established the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation in honor of her father to destigmatize mental health for Black, Indigenous, and people of color within underrepresented communities and to enhance accessibility. Not only did she create a platform, but Taraji also testified before the Congressional Black Caucus Task Force on Black Youth Suicide and Mental Health to push culturally competent care. Her advocacy extends to other important issues, even when it's a risk to do so. On or off screen, she's never afraid to speak with confidence and conviction. Ms. Henson exemplifies fearlessness, courage, and compassion, once stating, "I am always interested in challenging myself and pushing to see how far I can go." Her words are a testament to her work ethic, and they resonate deeply with those in the Spelman sisterhood who strive for excellence in everything they pursue. She is also a fellow HBCU graduate, having earned her Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama from Howard University. For all these reasons and many more, we admire Taraji P. Henson and are thrilled to hear from her on this momentous occasion. Class of 2025, please welcome our 138th commencement speaker, award-winning actress, producer, entrepreneur, author, mental health advocate, and mom to her son Marcel, Miss Taraji P. Henson.
Y'all look good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes.
Thank you, President Rosalind Brewer. Thank you so much for your leadership and the impact you've made on our young leaders. And thank you to the Board of Trustees, the teachers, the staff, and thank you to the remarkable class of 2025 for having me. It is an honor to be in the presence of our future. And let me tell you, the future looks good on y'all. Please save us. Look, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time today on what you will do when you leave these halls, your career paths, whether you choose to start a family, buy a home. Well, that's gonna be a minute anyway, but I will focus more on the significance of this moment in time. Black women, we are intelligent, okay? Intelligent scientists, engineers, lawyers, doctors, artists, mathematicians. Thank you, Katherine Johnson. Yes. We're nurturers, nation builders. Thank you, Harriet Tubman, and our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. Visionaries, Sojourner Truth, Ida B. Wells, Ann Atwater. Y'all need to see that movie. I ain't hear enough applause up in here. I could go on. It's in the doing that we are often recognized, but it's the power of the unseen where we are often ignored. The grandmothers who prayed over you so that you could walk across this stage today. The aunties who showed up for you when mama had to hold down 2 jobs to make sure you had food on the table, right? That's right. The cousins who pulled up when your hello was off, when your spirit was low, and encouraged you to keep going. You didn't get here all by yourself.
There are women in your lineage who are directly responsible for the seat you're sitting in today, whether you know them or not. We've spent a lot of time focused on our trauma of our ancestors, and that is not to be forgotten. But today, we're going to celebrate the resilience, the joy, the fortitude, the power that has manifested in you. Now, in this age of technology where the brain can barely keep up with the new trends, what's news today and out tomorrow, the culture of thank you, next, it's easy for us to hone in on the pain, the disconnect from each other and from ourselves even. But the body and spirit never forgets our resilience, buried beneath. Some call it intuition, others divine intervention. Some omniscient presence working on our behalf. I've experienced this firsthand. If we go by the statistics, I shouldn't even be here. I grew up in DC in the 80s and 90s, in the middle of the, in the 80s and 90s, in the middle of the crack epidemic. DC was the murder capital of the nation. AIDS made its way on the scene. When I was 7, divine intervention had me go down south to my grandma's house in Scholar Neck. In Scholar Neck, North Carolina, we called it North Kakalaki. And I would dream with my imaginary friends, because yes, I was the only one that was sent down there. I knew I wanted to make people laugh or cry or feel something, because growing up in the bowels of ruin, where everything around me said that there was no place here for the dreams of little black girls like me, Grandma's house gave me access to the impossible by all measures. She didn't let on that the world would deny me or that black women would run into barriers at every turn. She would set the stage for me to imagine a world where my life would someday be whatever I dreamed, despite the circumstances. Follow me now. I was 7, a very important time in my life. Let's go here. The symbolic meaning of 7 in some cultures and religions is completion, perfection, and divine intervention. In the Bible, God created the world in 6 days, and on the 7th day, he what? The book of Revelations, there's 7 churches, 7 trumpets. In other religions or spiritual practices like Islam and Buddhism, the 7 factors of enlightenment and the 7 heavens. Even in math, the number 7 is a prime number only divisible by itself. And right here at Spelman, you've educated 6 generations of scholars, artists, leaders, and you, class of 2025, are ushering in the 7th generation. Stay with me, I'm not done. Some research in science says that we are carrying 7 generations in our cells, our DNA. This is epigenetics. The 7th generation, according to other studies, can break the cycle of pain and trauma for future generations. So you are standing between the past and the future. That's a lot of weight to carry, I know. But it wouldn't be you if God and the universe hadn't chosen you. I started a mental health organization 7 years ago. There's that number again. I had no idea that this would be my fate. I created it because I had my own battles with anxiety and trauma. I didn't have the mental health support I needed growing up. We didn't talk about it. No matter how talented and gifted you are, nothing survives or thrives without your wellness journey running right alongside your chosen career path. Your bodies are carrying 7 generations of trauma and your own. But it's also carrying resilience. You were chosen at this time to be educated at this university and launched into the world to make change for those coming behind you. Divine intervention. All right, we all know I'm a successful actress, entrepreneur, but everything I do is in service to others. Everything. The awards and accolades are not the goal. It's an acknowledgement of my doing, but my heart and soul acknowledges who I am, becoming a servant. I've used my voice and platform in service to a higher calling. You've watched my journey both on screen and off. It hasn't been pretty or easy. I've had to fight for equity and a seat at the table until I discovered that I am the table. Black women have been undervalued and denied through history. This is nothing new for us. But what we mold and shape and build to create opportunities for ourselves and each other is a unique quality. Despite it all, we still choose to serve the greater good. Right now, today, our books are being removed. Our rights as women are being challenged. Our blackness is depicted as a threat. We are being denied in every sector imaginable. God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day, and on November 7th, 2024, 2 days after being denied yet again, black women took a page from the greatest book ever written and decided collectively to rest, to be in service to others, to ourselves for once. It is the God in us. It is our birthright. We're resting in our joy, resting in our resilience, resting in our brilliance, resting in the hands of our ancestors, resting in the promise of God and the universe. Y'all better stop messing with black women, because once we get up from this much deserved rest, F around and find out. Now, don't wait for the moment where you feel seen. Exact your mission right away. Know your why. What you impact today may not be felt for 7 generations down the line, but that's okay. Our ancestors didn't wait on you. You did a good job, or I see you. They knew that you and I would be here today as a result of their efforts. So don't be dismayed if what you do to serve humanity is not spread across headlines or social media. That ain't your business. On social media, we're always interested in the grass of somebody else's lawn, right? It's always greener, right? But most likely, it's AstroTurf. Focus on your own values and goals, flowers and trees, and stay off other people's grass. Because while you're distracted by what somebody else is doing, the root of your tree is rotting. See, when I allowed myself to get swept up in Hollywood and how the world felt about me, my root was rotting, on display for the world to see. The disappointments, the constant nagging thoughts. Am I enough? I should be doing more movies, more ad campaigns, more, while the root of my tree was dying of self-love, healthy relationships. My mental health was suffering. I was complaining, frustrated, angry at times, and all of this was affecting me. The number 7 is only divisible by itself. You have to turn your attention to you when moments get tough. There will be challenges, but how you respond, it's all up to you. So I took a trip to Bali alone to get still and focus on the root of my tree again. I had to remember how to breathe, child. Let go of distractions, access water and sunlight, connect with God again, but on a deeper level. Believe in divine intervention. Every no was strategically placed in my life so that I could bear fruit for myself, for my loved ones, and the generations to come. I was chosen for this assignment, and so are you. You won't be perfect. Perfection is the perfect lie. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. As the Geechees from the Gullah Islands say, take care of the root to heal the tree. And the tree is all of us, y'all, because humans need humans. There is a beautiful ritual in the Babemba tribe in South Africa. I'll share it with you. When a person acts irresponsible or harmful, he is placed in the center of the village alone and surrounded by the tribe for 2 days. Every woman, man, and child gather and speak positive affirmations to the person. Remind him of all the good things he's done, every good deed, every experience they can recall, and they take their time. 2 whole days. The tribe believes that each human comes into the world as good, each one of us only desiring safety, belonging, happiness, and dignity. But sometimes when we are so focused on trying to achieve happiness, people make mistakes, but we don't throw them away. The tribe sees those mistakes as a cry for help. They come together to lift him, to reconnect him with his true nature, to remind him who he really is until he fully remembers the truth of which he has been temporarily disconnected. I am good. At the end of the tribal circle, the tribal circle is broken. A joyous celebration takes place, and the person is symbolically and literally welcomed back into the tribe. This, for me, is my sister circle. The women sitting next to you, your sister circle. The sisters who hold on to your true nature, your good deeds when you've forgotten them. Those who remind you to water your root of your tree when it's difficult to produce fruit. The ancestors' blood running through your body who passed on the resilience and the light to help you find your way through the darkness. The God, or whatever name you give to the force that is greater than you, who steps in on your behalf with divine intervention. You are never alone. Hold close the power that lifts you, seen or unseen. Remember the 7 generations you hold within and the 7 waiting to be born on the wind of your joy. Shikoba, Nabagia Sakatia. Nabagia Sakatia is a compliment used in South Africa and means I respect you, I cherish you, you matter to me. In response, people say Shikoba, which means so I exist for you. Look at the sister next to you, and you say this with me. Shikoba, I exist for you. Y'all hold each other up. We are so much stronger together. You got a problem with a sister, pull it to the side. That's not for the public. As black women, we take enough from this world. We can't give it to each other. We don't throw each other away. We don't cancel each other. Because perfection is the perfect lie. I love you all. I'm proud of you all. I know this wasn't easy, but you did it. Thank you, and eternal blessings to the class of 2025. Yes, Ashe, save us. Can I just say? Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I literally have to be in France in a couple of hours, but I love you. I have to go, but I would not miss this day for nothing. Thank you again.
Can we give Ms. Henson another round of applause? She is so wonderful. Oh, so good. I needed that. We needed that. That was everything. All right, now it is time to award our honorary degree. Spelman College is pleased to confer the honorary degree on individuals of outstanding achievement and accomplishments. This year, we have the privilege of honoring an exceptional individual. Provost Pamela Scott Johnson and Head Faculty Marshal Dr. Angela Ferris Watkins, please join me at the podium for awarding the degree, Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa, to Miss Taraji P. Henson.
The honorary degree, Doctor of Fine Arts, is conferred to honor a recipient who has made a significant contribution to the society in the arts. The arts impact society not just as a form of entertainment, but also as a vehicle for activism, education, community building, inspiration, and more. We have already been moved by the stirring words and accomplishments of today's honoree. She has touched our hearts and minds through countless performances that have drawn us in and left us, oh, she's back, great, great. Amen.
Oh my God, I forgot.
She has touched our hearts and minds through countless performances that have drawn us in and left us hungry for more. The faculty of Spelman have enthusiastically voted to grant her Spelman's highest honor and make her an honorary Spelmanite. President Brewer, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Spelman College, I have the pleasure of presenting to you Ms. Taraji P. Henson, candidate for the honorary degree Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
By the authority granted upon me by the Spelman College Board of Trustees, I now confer upon you, Taraji P. Henson, the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts honoris causa with all honor, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Henson.
Yes, I love the way that sounds.
And welcome to the Spelman family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Another round of applause for Dr. Henson.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I can go now.
Yes, you can. You
Okay.
can go now.
Take two.
And now, we will hear from our amazing Spelman Glee Club, which is celebrating its centennial anniversary and has nurtured generations of women through song.
Sharing love and cheer for 100 years. Sisters in song, you amaze and inspire me. Keep on singing in my Keep on singing in my ear, sharing love and cheer for 100 years. Sisters in song, you amaze and inspire me. Keep on singing in my ear. It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. choice, and I choose to change the world. Why put off for tomorrow what I can do today? Why wait for another when I can pave the way? No matter how young or old, I hold the power of change. Whether large or small, few or all, my choice remains the same. It's my choice, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I want to see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world. Within this institution, we are women of change. The shoulders that we stand upon never receive the applause or fame. So when they're on, I will live each day better than before, to show the world that it takes a choice to change yourself without much more. It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I want to see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice, and I choose to change the world. The change begins today with every choice that I make. Sisters, look around and see where the changes need to be. Let's end poverty, fighting overseas. Another dies from a disease. And hypocrisy, starving on the streets, and no one does a single thing. It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with pride and courage. I'll be the change I want to see. I'll scream out loud and say, it's my choice. 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 What's your choice? What's your choice? What's your choice? It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. Sharing love and cheer for 100 years. Sisters in song, you amaze and inspire me. Keep on singing in my ear.
Thank you once again to our magnificent Glee Club under the direction of Dr. Kevin Johnson. It is now my pleasure to present the class co-valedictorians, Sydney Scott, Camille Young, Michelle Washington, and Shiloh Walford. I invite them to the podium for their valedictory remarks. Immediately following their addresses, Senior Class President Jordan Brown will introduce the class of 2025.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sydney Scott, and I am a graduating biochemistry major from Lawrenceville, Georgia. And I am proud to be standing before you today as one of the co-valedictorians for the class of 2025. Classmates, on this celebratory occasion, I want to stress the importance of allowing yourself to make mistakes. We are Black women, and we are Spelman women. Our predecessors made a way out of no way, defying the expectations of those who doubted them. And it is because of their excellence that we are graduating from the #1 HBCU in the nation. However, our legacy of greatness does not equate to a legacy of perfection. In this next chapter of our lives, we will trip, stumble, and even fall. But the resulting cuts and bruises will heal, and the missteps will provide lessons for us to flourish. So, my Spelman sisters, please be kind to yourselves. We are not defined by our past or future challenges. We are instead defined by the strength of our character and the lives we touch as we walk in our purpose. Class of 2025, no one will ever be able to take this moment away from you. When you venture into your next steps, whether it be graduate school, professional school, or the workforce, state proudly that you are a graduate of the Spelman College, and do not let anyone diminish your light. If they do not know about the excellence that radiates from our small HBCU in the west side of Atlanta, then they will soon find out after watching you shine. To Spelman, the institution that has forever bonded us, I must express my gratitude. There are few words that can accurately describe the gravity of this sisterhood, but I can say that it is transformative, freeing, and incredibly healing. Thank you to the class of 2025 for an unforgettable journey, to my professors for your wisdom, and to my family and friends for your overflowing love and support. It is a joy and honor to be celebrating with each of you today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, staff, and the graduating class of 2025. My name is Nichelle Olivia Lynette Washington, and I am a graduating senior, political science major, philosophy minor, hailing from both Noblesville, Indiana, and Silver Spring, Maryland. I am honored to stand before you today as one of the valedictorians for the class of 2025. I still remember the very first time I sat in the driver's seat. In an empty high school parking lot within the heart of Noblesville, Indiana, my grandfather showed me how to brake, accelerate, stop, and turn. When it came time for him to show me how to adjust the side view mirrors, I distinctly remember reading the following phrase etched into the glass: "Objects in mirror are closer than they appear." This phrase somewhat perplexed me. When I was just a passenger looking out at the world, everything seemed far off in the distance. But now that the leather steering wheel was underneath my palms, I was being told that that which seemed so far away was actually within closer reach. In reflecting back on that day, I now realize I was learning two important lessons which I'd like to share with the graduating class of 2025. The first is this: as we prepare to travel down our own roads, as we prepare to journey beyond the gates of Spelman, indeed, as we prepare to take the driver's seat, it is imperative to remember that our goals and our dreams are closer than they appear. While on a side view mirror, this phrase serves as a warning, today I speak it out as an affirmation that because of our intellect, tenacity, and zeal for excellence, success is always right on our tail. The second lesson I learned that day with my grandfather sitting next to me was that if I could not trust my own perspective, then I could lean on those around me to be my navigation system. To my family, whose godlike love serves as the inspiration for all that I do. To my friends, whose constant support has steadied me. To my professors, whose brilliance has molded me. And to the Ethel Waddell Githy Honors Program, the Social Justice Program, and the Spelman Innovation Lab, whose values have taught me how to be free. Thank you all for navigating me through these past 4 years. I am indebted to you always. Fellow graduates, now it is time for us to take hold of the steering wheel. I am in awe of what you have done. I am amazed by where you have gone, and I am excited to see where you will go. Class of 2025, we are well on our way.
Good afternoon. My name is Shiloh Wolfork. I'm a graduating senior English major minoring in management organization from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm so honored to be one of your co-valedictorians. Wash days not only represent the significance of hairstyles, from braids and locks to twists and afros within Black culture. They provide me with a connection to the strong enslaved African men and women who gave me my curls and coils and who were deprived of their freedoms. They remind me of the importance of my ancestors who sported big, bold afros while marching in the civil rights movement. They empower me to follow in the footsteps of historical greatness. This is an excerpt from the essay that got me into Spelman. And now, as a graduating senior, I proudly tell my younger self, we are doing it. This isn't just my truth, it's the collective truth of many of us who have chosen to change the world through Spelman. We have chased our goals with fierce courage and strength and persevered through unimaginable trials and tribulations. We have shattered the chains of generational curses and claimed freedom in the rejection of stereotypes. We have sprinted across the finish lines of races they claimed we didn't even qualify for, defying the odds with grace and grit. To the class of 2025, we are a force to be reckoned with. We are love, light, and legacy, faith, fire, and fight, passion, power, prayer, and purpose. These degrees are not ours alone. This is for our mothers, our spiritual and emotional anchors who prayed for us relentlessly, listened lovingly, and rebuilt our confidence consistently. This is for our fathers whose tender protection, support, and love represented peace and joy within chaos and confusion. This is for our sisters who heal our inner Black girls through laughter and comfort and drive us to create a future in which systemic bigotry and hatred of Black women is exposed and rebuked, not celebrated. This is for our grandfathers who strengthened us through storytelling and encouragement. This is for our grandmothers who raised us with wisdom, covered us in holy oil, and shaped our identities with authenticity and resilience. Thank you, God, for transforming my anxiety into assurance, for replacing insecurity with intention and impact. Thank you to my professors and mentors for challenging and molding me as a servant leader and critical thinker. Thank you to my friends turned sisters for inspiring me, laughing with me, teaching me, growing with me, and loving me unconditionally over the past 4 years. Thank you to my family for your unwavering love and adoration. You motivate me to be a better version of myself and to chase my dreams fearlessly. As we enter alumnahood, I implore you all to cherish the relationships, lessons, and feelings that we've cultivated at Spelman. Stand tall, hold your afro-adorned heads high, and enter all spaces with confidence and purpose. Give yourself grace, honor your emotions, and surround yourself with a village that brings you peace, joy, and love. You are worthy. I know you're scared, but I urge you to demand respect, advocate dauntlessly, take up space unapologetically, and trust in God's plan. Be intentional about upholding the rich historical greatness of Spelman College, because this greatness is in you. not on you. And Spelman women don't just rise, we soar. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Camille Young, and I am a graduating senior obtaining a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science with a Spanish minor. Hailing to you from Columbia, Maryland. First, I would like to thank God for His grace and for doing exceedingly, abundantly, above all I could ever ask, think, or imagine. To my parents and my little brother, thank you for your continuous love and encouragement. To my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and professors, thank you for being a part of my supportive village. You all have pushed me into my best self. To my fellow graduates, we did it. Every tear, prayer, and sleepless night led to this very moment. We will no longer have majors, but we will soon have degrees from the #1 HBCU. It is easy to take the gift of Spelman for granted. I cannot promise you that there will be other opportunities to experience an environment that nurtures and protects Black women, a place where we are the majority. Please cherish this time as you soak in the melanated excellence. Reflecting on my Spelman journey, I am grateful for my campus involvement. From mentoring to moot court, every experience has shaped me into the woman I am today. There was one group in particular that left an indelible mark, the Spelman College Student Ambassadors. When I say I bleed Spelman blue, I really mean it. What I would often say on my tours, Black people are not a monolith. Therefore, as we enter our next chapter, may we never forget the rich vibrancy of our lives. Do not limit yourself. When we walk into our next environment, we are not simply another Black woman in the room. We are change makers, trailblazers, intellectuals. To my beloved sisters of the Ever Live class of 2025, remember, strive for impact over achievements. How you treat others will transcend well beyond your accolades. May you be proud of the work that you do, the person you are, and the difference you will make. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jordan Brown, and I am a graduating senior economics major from Columbus, Georgia. For the past 2 years, I have had the incredible honor of serving as both your junior class president and now as the senior class president for the class of 2025. This experience has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. But today, I'm not speaking to our class as your president, but also as your sister, someone who has grown beside you, learned from you, and has been uplifted every step of the way by you. When we first entered the beautiful gates of Spelman as freshmen, it was during a pandemic, a time filled with uncertainty, isolation, and change. Then, as we entered sophomore year, we began to find our rhythm, balancing classes, leadership, and responsibilities that will begin to shape us into who we are today. Then junior year came around, and it tested us in ways we never could have imagined. But in the midst of it all, we leaned on one another like never before. And that's when we learned that sisterhood doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It shows up in the hardest moments. The moments where we needed it the most, sisterhood thrives in perseverance. And throughout junior year, I realized that my peers weren't just my classmates or my friends. They were my family. That's love, that's sisterhood, that's Spelman. And now look at where we are today. We will soon walk across the stage as the largest graduating class in Spelman College's history. Look at God. With majors from psychology to political science, health sciences to biology and the arts, our class is filled with future leaders, creators, and change makers. The world needs our voices, and we're ready to rise, uplift, and lead with purpose. To our families, mentors, and loved ones, thank you. Your sacrifice, love, and faith in us made it this possible, and we will be forever grateful. And to the ever-live class of 2025, my sisters, thank you for giving me the most meaningful experience of my life. Although serving as your class president has been an honor, walking this journey beside you has been the true gift. As we prepare to leave the gates of Spelman, I want to leave you with this. Always remember Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6, which encourages us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. The future is ours, and without a doubt, we are more than prepared to rise to the occasion. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and I can't wait to see all the incredible things we will do as Spelman women. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney, Camille, Nichelle, Shiloh, and Jordan for those inspiring words to your classmates. Yes, please give them a hand. We want to take a moment to recognize a special group of students, starting with our Phi Beta Kappa inductees. These students have demonstrated excellent academic performance, including evidence of intellectual curiosity and engagement beyond the classroom, personal and moral character, commitment to the value of liberal arts learning experiences, and the highest recommendations from their academic departments. Please stand and be recognized, Phi Beta Kappa inductees. It is now my honor to introduce to you those students who have achieved the highest academic honor, our top 10 and the Ethel Waddell Gathi Honors Program Scholars. Please stand if you're in the group and be recognized. Congratulations. You may be seated. It is now time for the moment we have all been waiting for. The presentation of the diplomas to the class of 2025. After all of you have received your diplomas, President Brewer will ask you as a unified class to switch your tassels, marking your transition to the status of graduate of Spelman College. So please wait so that all of your sisters can do this together. President Brewer, please join me at the podium. We now invite the members of the class of 2025 to proceed to the stage row as candidates for the Bachelor's of Arts and then the Bachelor's of Science degrees. President Brewer, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the vote of the Board of Trustees, it is now my pleasure to introduce you, these candidates, for the conferral of the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Sydney Victoria Scott.
Michelle Olivia Lynette Washington, summa cum laude. Sydney Victoria Scott, summa cum laude. Nichelle Olivia Lynette Washington, summa cum laude. Sydney Victoria Scott, summa cum laude. Nichelle Olivia Lynette Washington, summa cum laude. Shiloh Gabrielle Woolfork, summa cum laude. Nichelle Olivia Lynette Washington, summa cum laude. Shiloh Gabrielle Woolfork, summa cum laude. Camille Danielle Young, summa cum laude. Shiloh Gabrielle Woolfork, summa cum laude. Camille Danielle Young, summa cum laude. Adele Kenya Dura, summa cum laude. Kendall Elizabeth Cox, summa cum laude. Lindsay Grace Fiesta, summa cum laude. Taylor Dominique Kerr, summa cum laude. Naya Sarai Marshall, summa cum laude. Zoe Elon Purdy, summa cum laude.
Rabia Laila Hubert, summa cum laude.
Maya Jolie Surwa Apau, cum laude. Kayla Marie Airy, magna cum laude. Camilla Marie Augustus, summa cum laude. Tiana Ari Bacchus, cum laude. Amira A. Barrett, magna cum laude. Catherine Lauren Ulbricht, magna cum laude. Nadia Jamia Beavers, summa cum laude. Blaine Berhane, magna cum laude. Madison Elise Bradley, magna cum laude. Jordan Janae Brown, magna cum laude. Kayla Edna Imani Brown, cum laude. Madison Novella Brown, cum laude. Christiana Nevea Brown Reese, magna cum laude. Caitlin Diane Buggs, cum laude. Angelise Joy Bunton, magna cum laude. Mallory Adele Butts, cum laude. Nia Elena Canyon, magna cum laude. Kaylin Alexandria Calhoun, summa cum laude. Monsho Empo Canton, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Renee Cece, cum laude. Carly Elizabeth Cook, summa cum laude. Brianna Danielle Cuffey, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Cummings, magna cum laude. Jadea Michelle Dickerson, magna cum laude. Bria Danielle Evans, cum laude. Ayana Ray Farmer, summa cum laude. Justin Nicole Fitzgerald, cum laude. Kamor Kennedy Marlowe Fordham, magna cum laude. Jelani Catrice Francis. Chelsea Jessica Frazilis, magna cum laude. Imani Michaela Gadeson, cum laude. Kennedy Kalia Glover, summa cum laude. Tanisha Renee Golding, cum laude. Deasia Marnay Goodwin, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Beth Greer, magna cum laude. Zaria Deshawn Griffin, cum laude. Jemiah Renee Guy. Charlize Jaden Darney Hampton, cum laude. Kenya Zakia Handfield. Alexis Christina Harrell, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Amy Harris. Kennedy Jordan Harris, summa cum laude. Nashari Kwesi Harris, cum laude. Danae L. Harrison, summa cum laude. Abinai Ada Pearl Hemmings, magna cum laude. Carrie Gabrielle Higgs, summa cum laude. Holland Elise Hubert, summa cum laude. Sasha Bell Jason, summa cum laude. Christian E. Johnson, summa cum laude. Ariel Taylor Jones, summa cum laude. Haley Alexis Jones, summa cum laude. Rachel Michelle Jones, magna cum laude. Christine Annette Kennedy, cum laude. Kimaya Denise Lacey, cum laude. Lauren Anita Lagarde, magna cum laude. Kyla Marie Leslie. Angel Sapphire Savannah Lindner, summa cum laude. Lamia Sama Lopez, summa cum laude. Amia Drew Lovelace, cum laude. Jewel Marissa Lucian, cum laude. Mackenzie Alexandra Cyan Loomis Harmon. Brittany Nicole Mahone, summa cum laude. Kaya Michelle Miller, cum laude. Dorian Yvonne Moody, magna cum laude. Ajalan Marian Muhammad, magna cum laude. Teresa Ann Murphy Adams, cum laude. Alexandra Camille Nelson, summa cum laude. Michaela Chukwunyem Ojea, magna cum laude. Sekai Elon Parker, cum laude. Anna Lucia Para Jordan, cum laude. Cadence Simone Patrick, magna cum laude. Maya Gabrielle Penn. Jaya Maali Peterkin. Lauren Ashley Proby, summa cum laude. Vieira Antoinette Kai Queen, cum laude. Shadeja Ray Mika Reynolds, summa cum laude. Ayana Taylor Rhodes, summa cum laude. Mishka Leandra Elaine Richards, magna cum laude. London Tanaya Ross, cum laude. Corinne Elise Salter, summa cum laude. Sierra Yvette Sands, summa cum laude. Sierra Brene Simmons. Sloan Mackenzie Simmons, magna cum laude. Deja Marie Sloan, summa cum laude. Carmen Michael Smith. Cheyenne Marie Sparkman, summa cum laude. Sydney Alice Taylor, cum laude. Talia Anessa Textus. Brooke Carlette Thompson, cum laude. Naya Imani Welcher, summa cum laude. Sarah Elise Williams, summa cum laude. Sasha Elizabeth Williams. Sydney Simone Brielle Williams, magna cum laude. Azaria Jordan Wise, cum laude. Ariana Nicole Woods, magna cum laude. Reese Allison Aaron. Sadia Marie Abdullahi, cum laude. Amaya Danae Adams. Corinne Elise Adams, cum laude. Nanaba Agakofi. Alia Olubasola Agbenhenwa, magna cum laude. Symphony Fari Akinloye. Jayona Amore Allen. Sage Judith Allen, summa cum laude. Zoe Nicole Allen. Monsurat Abimbola Motunrayo Amo. Lanaya Evelyn Anderson. Sage Sherlyn Anderson. Tanaya Aishan Armstrong, cum laude. Layla Imani Arthur. Anuolua Titilade Awolola. Ajoa Bafia Akili Ba. Jatu Makita Barker. Jordan Lee Barkley. Jocelyn Jessie Nicole Barnes, magna cum laude. Tejana Junae Barton Neal, cum laude. Deja Beckham, cum laude. Casey Kimani Bell. Sydney Page Bell. Ancheria Joelle Bennett. Jasmine Taylor Bennett, cum laude. Alana Elizabeth Benton, cum laude. Anaya Soleil Bernard Speller, cum laude. Raya R. Bernhardt. Kayla Mia Best. Jordan Monet Bishop. Zoe Adela Blackman, cum laude. Naja Zakia Blake. Sophia Ruth Blake. Tyla Gwen Blakeney, cum laude. Destiny Joy Blash, magna cum laude. Kashan Victoria Bolton. Michaela Dominica Borneo. Paris J. Bowles, cum laude. Caitlin Evelyn Bowman, cum laude. Jalen Edidiong Bradford, summa cum laude. Brandy Antoinette Briggs. Brooke Jasmine Brooks. Savannah Marie Brookshire, cum laude. Allison Ariel Brown, magna cum laude. Anaya Corlin Brown. Kamari Unique Brown. Carrie Piper Brown, magna cum laude. Lydia Anne Marie Brown, magna cum laude. Sine Alexis Brown, cum laude. Raven Ariel Bryant, summa cum laude. Savannah Ray Bryant. Sona Habib Bundu. Shadavia Lonnie Burnett. Maya Camille Butler, cum laude. Gabrielle Alexa Bynum, cum laude. Kelsey Madison Cadian, cum laude. Samaya M. Kane. Pauline Navjot Caldwell, magna cum laude. Cameron Danielle Calvert. Maya Louise Carr. Allison Danielle Carter, magna cum laude. Kaylin Elise Carter. Ashley Renee Casimir. Lydia Brianne Castilla, magna cum laude. Chloe Scarlett Catro, magna cum laude. Taylor Marie Cawthon. Dakota Kylie Charity, magna cum laude. Dejanay Rihanna Ray Chapman. Nyla Choates. Melina Juliette Clark, cum laude. Aja Nuriel Coleman. Jada K. Cook. Kai Lydia Cook, summa cum laude. Kennedy Alexandra Cornish. Mahogany Zara Kufson Morris, summa cum laude. Stephanie Janea Cranmore, cum laude. Imani Elizabeth Crawley. Zora Lillian Crenshaw, magna cum laude. Sydney Charlize Cuffey. Jordan Sandra Curry, cum laude. Princess India Dandu, magna cum laude. Unique Dione Daniels. Maya Michelle Daniels. Taylor Mackenzie Dawkins. Linda Dominique Dawson, magna cum laude. Trinity Alexandria Dawson, cum laude. Alea June Marie Densby, cum laude. Nia Nile Dickens. Joyce Bernice Dehe, cum laude. Carly Lene Dillard. Sydney Caroline Dixon. Carmen Janae Doby, magna cum laude. Madison Erlene Atia Doss. Brianna Amon Douglas. Nazia Saran Dowdy Arnold. Raven Nicole Downing. Aja Zamaya Dubisset. Kyra Irene Dunbar. Alexis Nicole Dunn, cum laude. Cherise Lena Marie Eglin, magna cum laude. Brittany Earl, magna cum laude. Kayla Charlisa Edelin. Denia Sherelle Edmond. Denver Ashley Edmonds. Eve Dakota Ellis. Naraya C. Ellis. Dakaya Sharice Evans. Quarry Messina Ewing. Amina Joylyn Fard. Kaylee Naomi Farkason, magna cum laude. Oluwatomisin Olubunmi Fatoki, cum laude. Shannon Kara Finley, cum laude. Janaya Kiara Idella Flanma. Annika Alexandria Flanagan. Nia Simone Flood, magna cum laude. Courtney Monet Flowers. Jasmine Elaine Forbes. Jade Kaya Foreman. Naya Helena Foster, cum laude. Micaiah Grace Fowler. Kalina Madge Francois, cum laude. Mackenzie Jewel Franklin, summa cum laude. Kennedy Claire Franklin Carter, cum laude. Ellis Quincy Frazier. Laura Cohen Freeman. Alicia T. Furman, magna cum laude. Jada Khalees Garner, cum laude. Cadence Emmy Gary. Chelsea Linnea Noel Gaskew. Tashara Shanoya Gale. Kirsten Lanice Glover. Rebecca Elizabeth Glover, cum laude. Kayla Marie Golden. Kianis Milady Scoms Perez. Jasmine Grace Gordon, magna cum laude. Jada Joanna Grant, cum laude. Kyler Demetria Gray. Jaya Amara Harris Grayson, cum laude. Amari Madison Green, Zora Renee Gregory, Calissa Elizabeth Griffin, cum laude. Kamina A. Griffin, Morgan Ania Griffin, Sari Janae Grimes, cum laude. Asia Leanne Gillard, Hania S. Hakim, cum laude. Navea Janae Hallett, magna cum laude. Candice Marissa Hamilton, cum laude. Brianna Essence Hardwick, magna cum laude. Danielle Nicole Harrell, Sydney Cheyenne Harris, cum laude. Margaret Ramelia Harris, cum laude. Tashera Felice Harris, magna cum laude. Kennedy Elise Harrison, Trayana Alexis Hart, Alexis L. Harvey, Elishiba Soraya Harvey, cum laude. Zaria Marchand Angel Harvey, cum laude. Sophia Angel Haskin, magna cum laude. Zion Amir Hayden, Maris J. Alexis Hayes, magna cum laude. Kennedy Naraya Hurd, cum laude. Madison Amir Hegwood, Michelle K. Herring, cum laude. London Monet Deasia Hicks, Serenity Janae Hill, magna cum laude. Lakina Gianna Hill Stevenson, summa cum laude. Teresa Jean Himes, summa cum laude. Jasmine Victoria Hinton, Ayana Tierra Holly, Deasia Michelle Hooks, Jade Mignon Hulmard, cum laude. Chayla Loren Judith House, Jordan Olivia Hudson, summa cum laude. Lauren Danielle Huff, Shania Agatha Hughes, magna cum laude. Tiffany Alexis Hughes, Anaya Virginia Ifegwu, Isabella F. Jackson, cum laude. Jessica Sarah Jackson, Sarah Rain Jackson, magna cum laude. Simone Christiana Jacques, cum laude. Boima Floselina Jella, magna cum laude. Imani Janai Jenkins, magna cum laude. Latrice R. Jenkins, Ayana J. Johnson, Haley Olivia Johnson, cum laude. Jazz Liel Johnson, summa cum laude. Carrington Noel Johnson, Naomi Vivian Johnson, cum laude. Natalie E. Johnson, Maya Nicole Johnson Dunn, magna cum laude. Aria Elise Jones, Jada Corey Jones, Jaden Daniel Jones, magna cum laude. Madison Simone Jones, Shannon Nicole Jordan, summa cum laude. Genevieve Leslie Joseph, Caitlin A. Joseph, magna cum laude. Brielle Nicole Keaton, Jasmine Tempest Kelly, Samaya Janine Kelly, summa cum laude. Kayleen Ashe Kennedy Green, Jayla Naylee Ashley Kenton, Jamaya Brene King, Bailey Alon Colares, magna cum laude. Zuri Aliza Marie Quasi, magna cum laude. Brooke Simone Labatt, Rama C. Lake, magna cum laude. Nia Ray Lambert, magna cum laude. Sydney Antoinette Lampkins, Johnny Monet Lane Foster, magna cum laude. Emma Danielle Langley, summa cum laude. Gabriella Janice Ochoa Lee, summa cum laude. Lauren Erica Lee, magna cum laude. Sion Elizabeth Lee, summa cum laude. Peyton Shamaya Leonard, magna cum laude. Shakira Destiny Lester. Ariana Kalia Levin. Hadia Avanti Lewis. Mackenzie Alexandra Lewis, magna cum laude. Zane Rosan Llewellyn. Isabella Marie Lopez, cum laude. Rosemarie Christian Louis-Saint, magna cum laude. Love Lysandra Luvinia Lundy. Ernestine Ayuma Luwangu, magna cum laude. Chase Maya Lobin Malone. Jasmine Nicole Mann, cum laude. Lindani Vimbiso Chelsea Mafenduka, magna cum laude. Jordan Nicole Marshall. Zaria Caroline Martin. Shania Danae Mason. Hanifa Khalid Maswali. Adea Douglas Mays Hathaway, cum laude. Jillian Page Mays. Nigella Jashay McConnell, cum laude. Jocelyn Geneva Garth McCullough, cum laude. Natalie Jean McDonald, cum laude. Priyana Marie Monique MacDonald, summa cum laude. Chandler Jordan McGinnis, magna cum laude. Kobe Jean McKinney. Madison Symphony McSwain. London Michaela Meeks, summa cum laude. Chelsea Mendes, magna cum laude. Raquel Lourdes Menifee. Abria Renee Miller, summa cum laude. Mireya C. Miller. Amaya Khalees Mills, cum laude. Simone Imani Moles, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Cleopatra Moman. Bianca Monet Moore. Morgan Alicia Moore, magna cum laude. Trezor Keontae Moore. Mahsati Fidel Moorhead, magna cum laude. Kayla Nicole Morgan. Camry Merrill Moses, magna cum laude. Sassen Sharmut Gwendolyn Jean Mosley Wise. Farah Ziomara Muhammad. Tatiana Monet Myers. Tijia Nicole Nance. Mitra Mullen Nayeri, magna cum laude. Ivoriana Kendall Neal, magna cum laude. Kyra Lee Newsom, cum laude. Morgan Cabri Newson. Jewel Amarachi Nwankwo, cum laude. Vanessa Ayotemi Obeche, cum laude. Mackenzie Renee Oliver, magna cum laude. Beyonce Adugo Obianaju Onwenu, cum laude. Fina A. Ose Owusu. Asia S. Owens. Elisa M. Parker. Sydney Marin Parker. Jordan Milan Patterson. Noel A. Patterson, cum laude. Logan Reese Payne. Jalen Darrell Pearson, magna cum laude. Kania Lachey Pearson, magna cum laude. Tremanda Jameisha Pewitt, cum laude. Tanaya Janae Pilgrim. Madison Monique Porter, magna cum laude. Anise Puckett, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Elizabeth Quarles, magna cum laude. Evelyn Grace Rich. Kayla Janae Richard. Alexa Jamara Richardson. Zoe Camille Richelieu, magna cum laude. Danielle Marlene Ridgway, magna cum laude. Madison Marie Lenice Riles, summa cum laude. Rue Wells Risby, cum laude. Madison Sarai Robbins. Cheyenne Elise Robinson. Alicia Marie Robinson, magna cum laude. Olivia Patrice Robinson, magna cum laude. Zoran Denise Robinson, magna cum laude. Layla Denise Rogers. Elizabeth Madison Roman. Asani Darren Luvinia Ross, cum laude. Kayla Ashley Ross, magna cum laude. Sana Nicole Rouser, cum laude. Milan Karis Rozier, cum laude. Amira Afua Russell. Gabrielle Lauren Sampson, summa cum laude. Mia Renee Skaggs, magna cum laude. Nazaria D. Scales. Sydney Alexandra Schmidt, summa cum laude. Trinity Cheyenne Seegers. Zahria Antoinette Sellers, summa cum laude. Aya Janae Settles. Jordan Nicole Sheets. Kishana Lachey Sheffield. Brooke Jarrell Smith, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Simone Smith, cum laude. Nikia Arnice Nicole Smith. Asha Layla Victoria St. Louis, cum laude. Michaela Marie Stewart. Winter Araya Stokes. Maya Alexandra Street, cum laude. Renaya Danielle Strickland, cum laude. Jayla M. Stubbs, magna cum laude. Jayla Janelle Suggs, magna cum laude. Bintu Sila. Micaiah Gabrielle Bianca Tab. Siani Bertina Teleferro, magna cum laude. Somaya Aisha Tate. Amaya Noel Tatum, cum laude. Alexis Christina Taylor. Medina Marie Taylor, cum laude. Michaela Simone Tedder, magna cum laude. Camille Faith Thomas, summa cum laude. Lanasia Elise Thomas. Kaya Tanique Thorne. Zara Haley Thornton, magna cum laude. Barbara Maxine Thurmond, summa cum laude. Chloe Renee Tibbs, cum laude. Amani Kirsten Tillman, magna cum laude. Jenabu Samba Traore. Kanya Leana Turner, cum laude. Amari Nate Walker, magna cum laude. Trinity Delmaurice Walker. Nia Lou Wallace, cum laude. Desari T. Ware, magna cum laude. Jennifer N. Warren. Jalen Aaliyah Washington. Taylor Caitlin Watson, summa cum laude. Amaya Lena Weeks, summa cum laude. Nyla Mare Whittaker, cum laude. Courtney Farrow Moselle White, cum laude. Kasia Anella White, cum laude. Allison Ruth Williams, summa cum laude. Arhiana Meshe Williams. Faith Armenti Williams. Jaden Elise Williams, cum laude. Jasha Monet Williams. Kyle Diamond Williams. Khalees Tamia Williams, magna cum laude. Keosha S. Williams. Layla Denise Williams, magna cum laude. Lauren Caitlin Williams, summa cum laude. Lola Olivia Williams, magna cum laude. Michaela Mylin Williams, summa cum laude. Trinity Anaya Williams, cum laude. Brianna Andrea Willis. Avi Jariah Wilson, magna cum laude. Janae Ruby Wilson.
Wilson.
Sydney Yael Wilson. Layla Elise Withers. Dory Amal Witherspoon. Kirsten K. Woodard, magna cum laude. Grace Marie Woods. Victoria Athena Woodward, summa cum laude. Jordan Renee Woolley, cum laude. Erin Alana Wright Thompson. Sydney Elise Wynn, magna cum laude. Amanda Miracle Young, summa cum laude. Jennifer Marie Young, magna cum laude.
Next, we would like to acknowledge those students who have completed the dual degree in engineering program. Please stand so we might recognize you. Congratulations on your achievement. President Brewer, upon the recommendation of the faculty and the board and the vote of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to introduce you to these candidates for the conferral of the degree Bachelor's of Science.
Jasmine Grace Street Conaway. Kalani Thais Adams. Izukane Victoria Agu, magna cum laude. Favor Osama Ibangbi, magna cum laude. Zaray Amber Alford, cum laude. Faith Genesia Allen, summa cum laude. Isla Milak Allen, cum laude. Ronaya Allen. Liesel Frempoma Amonu Neezer, summa cum laude. Imani Anderson. Tamia Nicole Arrington. Jasmine Barnes Diaz, magna cum laude. Isabella Leanne Bennett. Zia Amani Bersi. Kyra Imani Bess, cum laude. Anaya Justina Marie Betancourt, cum laude. Landis Rochelle Monique Bingham. Sophia Linda Boyd. Alexa Sydney Boylan. Brianna Nicole Bray, cum laude. Nia Amel Bronson. Ariel Latrice Brooks. Kirsten Z. Brown. Kaya Felice Bruce, summa cum laude. Sky Amari Brumfield. Jordan Tekwoy Bryan, cum laude. Trinity B. Bryant, magna cum laude. Janae Nairi Burks. Trinity B. Bryant, magna cum laude.
Deanna Avantini Burris.
Aaliyah Gabrielle Bird. Deja Renee Bird. Kayla Cheyenne Campbell. Madeline Elizabeth Cannon, summa cum laude. Brooklyn Delaney Maya Clark. Isis Rave El Shaddai Clark. Billy Nicole Cleveland, cum laude. Camilla Rose Connor, cum laude. Naomi Christina Crane, cum laude. Jada Calandria Daniels. Dulciana Henrietta Davis. Jakayla Bree Ann Davis, cum laude. Ayana Janae DeSears. Kai Simone Deckerson. Jordan Christine Dotson, cum laude. Amanda Drummer, cum laude. Jordan Nevea Dubose, summa cum laude. Sanaya Chantel Dudley. Ilana Ella Shea Allende Dupart. Anaya Sarai Easley. India M. Easton. Kavina Shakayla Edwards. Shania Ayana Elliott, magna cum laude. Tanasia Haley Lavette Evans, magna cum laude. Jalen Adeze Wiata Rose Ezek, magna cum laude. Amiri Joy Fatari Daniels. Eliza Janae Ferguson. Brianna Fewell. Jaden Alexis Fleming. Fatmata Binta Fofana. Anaya Layla Foreman. Trinity Ryan Forte, cum laude. Nyla Samaria Frazier. Zaina Asha Garcia, cum laude. Leilani Jeannie Georges. Candace Monet Gilliam. Denasia Doris Graham, cum laude. Ayana Sinit Green, magna cum laude. Kyla Janai Green, cum laude. Angelicia Ariana Greer. Amari Camille Grimes. Carmen Lenora Gurley. Gianna Sine Gwynn, cum laude. Kelsey Brooke Hall. Leandra Michelle Hall, magna cum laude. Jayla Danae Harrell. Noel Zoe Robbie Harris, summa cum laude. Deja Monet Harvey. Giorgio Taylor Haskins, cum laude. Naya Nicole Hemphill. Asia M. Hence Gilmore, magna cum laude. Harmony Louise Lucinda Hicks, cum laude. Sierra Brielle Hickson, magna cum laude. Anaya Janae Holmes.
Ajayla Joy Horn.
Daryl Naomi Howard, cum laude. Deja Breon Hunter. Shania Dishe Iraldo Adkison. Caitlin Yvonne Jackson. Perry Anaya Jackson. Anasia C. Jackson Johnson. Sophia Lee Jacobs, magna cum laude. Famata Emma Jella. Erica Smiley James. Jada Blair Johnson. Janelle Zainab Johnson. Skylar Ann Elizabeth Johnson. Destiny M. Jones, cum laude. Jada Dominique Jones. Winter Lee Jones. Cameron Malia Jordan, cum laude. Elikim S. Kalitsi. Trinity Simone King, cum laude. Gabrielle Monice Lampkin. Daisha Janae Larkin. Samaya Mackenzie Larry, cum laude. Ashanti J. Lawson, cum laude. Ashley Forrest Lazenby. Morgan Erica Lee. Leilani Latrice Linton Williamson. Amaris Isura Liliana Livingston Muniz, cum laude. Kaylee Alexandria Lawless, cum laude. Marley Elena Lucas, summa cum laude. Jael L. Mackle. Brianna Briari Tori Manning, cum laude. Micaiah Bliss McCain, magna cum laude. Layla Stephanie McDonough Edie, magna cum laude. Amira Janae McKinley, magna cum laude. Trinity Angel McKinney, magna cum laude. Naya Janae Meadows, cum laude. Anaya Brianna Mendoza. Kiera Benet Metz, summa cum laude. Taya Ajay Miller, cum laude. Alasia Symbia Miller Chambliss. Skylar Yvonne Mobley. Taya Amari Munnings, cum laude. Naomi Elise Munson. Morgan Simone Miles, cum laude. Kiera Catrice Emzy, cum laude. Kyla Ajanai Staley Neither, cum laude. Sharon Nyatichi Onyanja, cum laude. Victoria Akudo Otwonye Otis, cum laude. Blake Ashley Parker. Kataya Parker Tiller, cum laude. Annika May Parrish, magna cum laude. Abida Eman Pennant, summa cum laude. Jamesia Sherelle Phillips. Simone A. Phillips, cum laude. Tamia Lynn Phillips. Nia Kylor Pickett. Jada Alexandria Plair, magna cum laude. Imani Simone Polk. Niara Kemi Asset Powell. Grace Elizabeth Quarterman, summa cum laude. Michaela Ann Radford. Alacia Santi Randall. Shelby Diane Reed, cum laude. Hasima Sakili Reed. Jordan Janae Reynolds. Reagan Deanne Riggins. Amaya Catherine Roberts. Leah Ray Robinson, summa cum laude. Trinity Shania Robinson. Zipporah Michaela Robinson. Madison Kobe Royal. Joy Marie Rutledge. Jessica Angel Asiedua Saki. Ashley Brooke Sanders. Zakiah Adia Sapp. Madison Lyndon Scott. Mikhaili Zoe Senwa. Corinne Lola Sever. Jada M. Shine, magna cum laude. Michaela Kimberly Simmons. Jasmine Gabrielle Singleton, summa cum laude. Angel Christiana Smiley. Trinity Gloria Smith, summa cum laude. Impude Ibele Son. Kalia Madison Spear, cum laude. Michaela Lee Spates. Samaya I. Stanley. Kaylin Elisa Steeple, cum laude. Tamira Tennessia Stewart. Harley Grace Sullivan. Jordan Nicole Talley, cum laude. Micah Lauren Thomas. Paige Alexandria Thomas. Danae G. Troop. Eslyn Kumbukani Trumbull, magna cum laude. Anye Nadeja Lavon Turman. Jada Sky Turner, cum laude. Nia Nashay Turner, cum laude. Tracy Alexis Turpin. Cameron Rain Upson, cum laude. Zaria Lene Vulu. Simone U. Wade.
Soraya Thomas, magna cum laude. Soraya Thomas, magna cum laude.
Brooklyn Denise Wallace, cum laude. Whitley Marie Righteous Walton, cum laude. Taylin Grace Ware, magna cum laude. Taylor Avani Washington. Keone Sharika Webb, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Jada White. Ari Olivia Witten. Savoy Denise Whittington. Mia Alyssa Williams. Natoria Iziah Williams. Naila Marie Williams. Otricia Ann Williams. Samantha Joy Williams, summa cum laude. Zanaya Ray Williams, magna cum laude. Ashley Unique Willis. Samaya Asada Young.
Kendi Nigeria King, cum laude. Jasmine Elan Ellis. Jasmine Elan Hill. Jordan Mackenzie Hill.
Brooklyn Dre Ferguson, summa cum laude.
Well, candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degree, please stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Spelman College, I confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts, and the Bachelor of Science degrees. You may now switch your tassel to the left. Yes. Yes. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. Now, I have the honor of delivering the charge to the class of 2025. It is so wonderful to return to my alma mater. Yes. Wasn't supposed to do that, but I couldn't help myself. Okay. I return here feeling grateful, feeling humbled, and feeling so inspired. But more than anything, inspired. Inspired by you, our students, the class of 2025. Some days I cannot believe I get a front row seat into the lives of young Black women. And these young Black women happen to be my Spelman sisters. From my office window, I watch our young women moving between classes, socializing in the hallways, standing in line on Fried Chicken Wednesdays, which I never miss, leaping on stages to perform in Broadway quality performances, or sometimes competing to be crowned. Sometimes I see you with your head hung low, and then other days, you seem to be on the tip of your toes. And I say to myself, I wonder what's going on in those big brains, because more than anything, I see your wheels turning. And I ask myself, what could be on their minds? Could it be that this student is a member of the class of 2025 that endured her high school days in front of a camera, likely lonely, likely wondering when will things return to normal, only to realize that the new normal was formulating right before your very eyes? My answer to myself is likely all of the above. And I think about my time at Spelman. Having graduated 41 years ago, woo! Things were so much easier as I reflect. I was nowhere near as bright as this class. I had not endured the likes of social change in the Black community brought on by the visual killings of young Black women and young Black men. I did not live virtually in isolation as I ventured through puberty and delayed teen celebrations and traditions. However, I thought I was resilient, but no, I was not at all. This class, the class of 2025, is resilient. Not only resilient, but graceful. Your stride as I see you saunter across campus is much longer than mine and much more intentional than mine. Your ability to manage and adapt to change with grace and the grit of a champion fighter makes me take pause of what I might think is truly a historic class of Spelman College. Not only are you almost 700 strong in count and the largest graduating class in the history of the college, you're strong in problem solving, strong in being self-reliant, but what I love the most, knowing when to ask for help. You're hard charging with double majors and double minors. You're world travelers and innovators, entrepreneurs, published researchers, dancers, photographers, and artists. Class of 2025, It's a true honor to stand before you and to stand by you. As your Spelman sister and your president, you make me immensely proud. You make me work so hard for you. You make me want to leave it all on the line just for you. You give me so many reasons to brag about our college, but more than anything, you give me hope. And boy, do we need hope. You know, I have a sneaky suspicion that when we read about the return to a strong democracy, we will read about someone from the class of 2025 playing a part. When we hear about innovations in AI in our community and seismic shifts in science and culture, it will be someone from the class of 2025. When we read about regaining the reproductive rights of women, my Spelman sisters, the class of 2025 will be somewhere in that evolution. Yes. And when we see new leaders of our country, the class of 2025 will be in the fray. So my charge to you is this. First, be self-aware. Remain steadfast. We often say undaunted, but what I really want each of you to do is hold on to your true definition of self and who you have become so that you are ready for the change that will come. Second, be part of the solution. Pay close attention to the world around you and believe you have a role in making change happen. You have a choice to change the world. Third and lastly, lean into your passions. Take hold of your wellness, both mentally and physically, by maintaining strong relationships with those that matter to you most and outside of your families. And I bet those will be your fellow classmates of the class of 2025. Learn to love what you do. When you feel something inside, respond to you. Respond to yourself. Your gut is your best direction. And just know that Spelman will always be with you. We will be your rock whenever and wherever. This sisterhood is for a lifetime. Congratulations and Godspeed. At this time, I invite you to stand and join me in singing the Spelman hymn. After singing the hymn, Reverend Dr. Nichelle Guidry, Dean of the Chapel, will give the benediction. This will officially close the commencement ceremony for Spelman's class of 2025.
remain standing for the benediction. Class of 2025, please receive this blessing. As you prepare to step into the world, may you know that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, neither has it entered into your heart all that God has in store for you. Know that your path has been laid out, that the plan for your life has been made. It is a plan to prosper you, not to harm you, but to bring you hope and a future. Know that weapons may form, but they will not prosper. Know that you may come to some Red Seas, but the waters will part and you will walk through. Know that from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, you are anointed with extra heavy oil. Know that you were born for such a time as this. Know that your steps have been ordered by God. So now, my sisters, run on and see what the end is gonna be. Run on with courage. Run on with faith, run on with power, with your ancestors in front of you, with grace and mercy beside you, with God deep within you, and Spelman behind you. Run on and see what the end is going to be. And until we meet again, go in peace, go in power, and go in love. Because we really love you, class of 25, and congratulations.